So for these final comments about the chakras, you might want to go back and take notes on the summary page that you used in the beginning, if you made one that's a summary page. The chakras represent levels of conscious awareness. Although we might think of the journey through the chakras as climbing up a ladder from one level of consciousness to another, Alan Seale, in this book, explains that it's really more of a curve. The progression through the first 3 chakras advance awareness, but they are more in a physical dimension. Once you enter the heart, the curve begins to move more rapidly or become steeper as development accelerates by awakening to the spiritual dimension. And then by the time you pass through the throat and you're in the brow, the curve is going straight up because you've stepped now on a fast track of development. In the root chakra, you experience almost an animalistic level of awareness, and you're focused on survival. And you make decisions like, do I stay and fight for my life or do I run for safety? Self-preservation is the main consideration. In the second chakra, that's more of a mass consciousness. And you establish relationships at the most basic level out of a desire to connect emotionally and be accepted. The solar plexus chakra lifts us to an aspirational consciousness where we aspire for a better life, to be more than we are. In the solar plexus, we make the choice to further invest in growth and development or to fall back into the safe and non-threatening consciousness of the second chakra. We discover our inner spiritual warrior and choose to either become individuals or remain in the group consciousness and have no opinions of our own. Then we advance from the solar plexus consciousness to the heart, and we begin to expand beyond ego awareness toward soul awareness and honor who we really are in our hearts, the essence of our being that is behind the outer ego personality. We begin to develop an awareness of the spiritual dimension and take those first steps toward integrating our physical life into our growing spiritual awareness. In the throat, we step fully into the spiritual dimension. This chakra brings us into self-discipline, and we gain the ability to give ourselves a command and follow it. We become disciplined, not only to further clarify our truth, but to live it. And at this point in the journey, we realize there's no turning back. You will never be able to return to our former, less aware selves. You can't unring the bell. You've come this far, and now you have to complete the journey. The brow chakra then lifts us to a much higher level of awareness of our experience. The process of learning becomes a more expansive experience because now we've engaged our intuitive and perceptive gifts, and they begin to mature in powerful ways. Growth and development on all levels and in all aspects of life greatly accelerates here. And then finally in the crown chakra, that brings awareness of mastery. And by the time we reach the crown in our development process, we've truly moved into a new consciousness and a new life. So that's what I want to say about chakras. And I hope you have enjoyed this set of lessons.